871 515 321 about. So dear devotees, maybe now we're streaming. So we're continuing the morning program, evening program. Sri Chaitanya SCSMath West London evening program, as held in more or less in Sri Chaitanya SCSMath West of our Mulmat in the time of Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj. And we're going to sing Avatara Sara, Gora Avatara. But somebody help out with the page numbers.
130.
130 in the songbook that you're using here. It's Lochandas Thakur's appearance day today. In the morning we sang at least 2 of his songs, and now another one of his songs just now, Gora Avatara. No, Avatara Sara, Gora Avatara. Yes? Please lead. You're happy? Okay, you're happy, we are happy. Krishna will be happy. Gauranga will be happy.
That's also
yes? Yes. Avatara Sara Gora. Avatara Sara Gora Avatara. Avatara Sara Gora Avatara. Keno Nabachili Sare. Morini Revasa Gelo Napiasha. Ochin horror show, very good. Then maybe we should be traditional and sing Prema Dhamma Deva Stotram. And how traditional will we be? Today is Sunday. If we're very traditional, we'll sing verses 11 to 20. So, we can do that. Verses 11 to 20. Somebody can say the
89.
89. Excellent. So verses 11 onwards. And most of you know traditionally Prema Dhamma Deva Stotram is sung every evening in Chaitanya Saraswati Math. 10 verses beginning every Saturday evening with verse 1. Oh yes, so volunteers. You're a volunteer?
Okay. Sutra vritti tipanishta sukshma vachanat bhutam dhatu matra Krishna shakti sava vishva sambritam.
Sutra vritti tipanishta sukshma vachanat bhutam dhatu matra Krishna shakti sava vishva sambritam. Buddhi Pandito Gananya Yukti Nidaram Prema Rama Deva Meva Naumi Gora Sundaram Prema Rama Deva Meva Naumi Gora Sundaram. Hetu Shatakata Yojanam Sotavada Sinkalaika Iti Krishna Vikshanam Sula Sukshma Mula Lakshya Krishna Saukya Sambaram Rama Deva Meva Naumi Gora Sundaram Prema Rama Deva Meva Naumi Gora Sundaram. Prema Ranga Pata Banga Chatakatu Kataram Chatra Sangha Hasta Tala Kirtanaya Sancharam Krishna Nama Siru Sindhu Magna Diksharacharam Prema Rama Deva Meva Naumi Gora Sundaram Prema Rama Deva Meva Naumi Gora Sundaram Arya Dharma Pala Krishna Kirtanam Laksha Laksha Bhakta Gita Vasudev Janatanam Dharma Dharma Nasha Dasyu Dushta Dushkritodaram Rama Deva Meva Naumi Gora Sundaram Sisha Bhakta Vesha Radesha Karana Krishna Chaitanya Krishna Nama Jiva Dharanam Bhagavita Atma Manta Yavamana Puraram Prema Rama Deva Meva Nami Gaura Sundaram Prema Rama Deva Meva Nami Gaura Sundaram Shri Gadadharari Nityananda Sangha Bharanam Advaitya Bhakta Mukhya Vanchitartha Saranam Kshetravasa Savilasha Matritosha Tattvaram Prema Rama Deva Meva Nami Gaura Sundaram Prema Rama Deva Meva Nami Gaura Sundaram Nasi Raja Nila Shaila Vasa Sarvabhauma Dakshinatya Tirtha Jata Bhakta Kalpa Tarakam Rama Megha Raga Bhakti Vishti Shakti Sancharam Prema Rama Deva Meva Nami Gaura Sundaram Prema Rama Deva Meva Nami Gaura Sundaram Prema Rama Divya Dirga Jaya Deva Nandikam Prema Kanja Punja Nindi Kanti Kanja Vandikam Namadana Nitya Navya Jita Bhava Mandiram Prema Rama Deva Meva Nami Gaura Sundaram Prema Rama Deva Meva Nami Gaura Sundaram couple of evenings we've sort of neglected reading Revealed Truth, right, in the evening?
Divine Treasure Chest.
Oh, Divine Treasure. Well, we definitely neglected reading Divine Treasure Chest. Anyway, any book, because we've been singing and reading, while singing, the Navadip Dharma Mahatmya. And in the meantime, together, we've covered the invitation of Gurudev for the Navadip Dharma Mahatmya. We've covered the 20 Sanskrit verses of the summary of Navadip Dharma Mahatmya by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who gave us Navadip Dharma Mahatmya. He gave us a summary in 20 verses. And now we've completed the first 2 chapters, which are telling us the glory of Navadip Dham, Sarva Dharma Sara, Sarva Dhamma Sara, all Dhams, the chief most, and wonderful glories of the Dham in chapter 1, and now chapter 2, the glories, but telling the procedure for doing the parikrama of Navadip. So this is what we've done the last 2 or 3 days, maybe. And now we're going to read from Devotional Treasure Chest. And let's begin, but somebody's going to have to tell me where you're reading, because it wasn't I who was reading, you see. Devotional Treasure Chest. Where I have was page 96 or 95 at the bottom. Is that correct? Oh, well. But I don't think it was myself who was reading. Somebody else was reading. But we are on the bottom of page 95 in the Devotional Treasure Chest. So first of all, Devotional Treasure Chest, Ki Jai. And its author, Srila Bhakti Rockok Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, Ki Jai. Yes, so Srila Guru Maharaj. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Jai Srila Gurudev, Jai Srila Guru Maharaj. And this is also following tradition of Chaitanya Saraswati Mata in Navadip. Prasad Mala will be given to the reader in the evening, whoever is reading. And often the pictures have got so many Prasad Malas on from all the deities. And somebody goes upstairs along the corridor to the end and just takes off a mala and runs downstairs and gives it to the reader. Okay, so we're in if anyone was with us this morning on the Zooms today, central importance of Sadhu Sangha. So it's no coincidence. Always we're hearing about Sadhu Sangha, association with devotees. And that's why the temples are here. They're not to show off that we've got a temple, we've got property, we've got beauty, we've got things like this. It's so we can have association with others on the journey home. So the chapter is entitled The Central Importance of Sadhu Sangha. And Srila Guru Maharaj has been explaining that the 2 great enemies of devotion are bhukti and mukti, the desire for enjoyment, to go to higher planets and be more luxurious, and the desire for renunciation. Oh, I'll be a renunciate, I'll be free. They're great enemies of devotion. Then it doesn't matter much whether one is a householder or a sannyasi. The extent to which he is intensely engaged, himself in the service of the Lord, that is to be seen. Okay, yes. So it doesn't matter too much whether one is a sannyasi or a householder. The extent to which he's intensely engaged himself in the service of the Lord, that is to be seen. Excuse me. A grihasta may even be above a sannyasi. During the time of Mahaprabhu, so many grihasta devotees were there, but the real spirit is all Gauranga. So it's not our post in life, It's our intensity of service and faith in Gauranga, serving him. And how is he served? Through the holy name in particular. All right, so now Srila Guru Maharaj continuing. We found in our young days when we joined the non-cooperation movement of Gandhi that there were so many volunteers who had left everything. But when the police were coming, they were fleeing for fear of their life. Still, we found that a Grihasta like Chittaranjan Das and others, with all their family members, were giving resistance to the police attack. Although he was a Grihasta, he sent his son to prison and his daughter and wife to police custody. Gandhi remarked, "I envy your situation," about them. As a Grihasta, he was living like a fully attached man, but in the real work of supporting the cause, he was no less than one who had left everything and dedicated himself wholly. And of course in India, this is a very suitable example, because so many people gave their independence, their wealth, their education. They just gave it up and they came. That was an emblem of sacrifice, was for the independence movement. So always Srila Guru Maharaj and Gurudev giving examples to help us understand the mood of sacrifice. So of course he's not advocating we make sacrifice for local interest, but he's using it as an example for our mood of sacrifice to Gauranga. So a family man may not be afraid, whereas others may be afraid. Therefore, service is necessary. In whatever position he may be, it does not matter much. When the necessity will come, even a worldly-minded householder may sacrifice the whole for Krishna. And then another example again, this is a very Indian example, and maybe you know these people, I don't know. In the case of Haris Chandra, for example, he was a king for the truth, as he could conceive of it. And he left everything for the cause that he loved. So, wholesale dedication, the internal hankering, the fire within, is the real necessity. It may not be found in a sannyasi, but may be found in a grihasta, a vanaprastha, a brahmachari, or anyone. We want the substance and not the form so much. The burning fire of separation from Krishna is the real wealth, just as with Sri Chaitanya Dev. His separation from Krishna was so intense that he could not sleep or take food. His separation was so intense that at night he tried to get out of the house, although it was all locked up. He jumped the walls of the house, practically unconsciously. He fell in front of the Jagannath temple and fainted. What degree of separation is found in him? It is not possible for us to conceive the degree of feeling that was there. Sometimes he rubbed his face against the walls because he could not get out and go to his Lord. A Sakhi came and represented to Krishna the pain of separation which Radharani was feeling for him. And Sakhi are the grown-up lady assistants of Radharani. So one Sakhi came and represented to Krishna the pain of separation which Radharani was feeling for him. She explains, previously a continuous flow of tears was found in her eyes, but it is not there anymore. Somehow she has managed to distribute them, her tears, to her friends. Now they are weeping like anything, but no trace of tears can be found in her. She had some temperature, high temperature in her body, but now that is also gone. She has transferred that to her intimate Sakis. Her attendants are now saying many things. Undesirable talks of mourning are found among her attendants. Previously, all those things were found in Srimati Radharani, but somehow she managed to leave them all with her friends. She had also been absorbed in deep thought. What will be her fate now? She is thinking, so this is still the Saki explaining to Krishna. She is thinking, maybe Krishna will never come again. He is doing this and that. And still that's Saki speaking. So many thoughts were within her, but now we find no trace. Her superiors are burdened with these deep thoughts. Oh, the girl won't live. She will pass away very soon. What will be the fate of Braja? If she passes away, Krishna will not come here again. And still that's Saki saying, what little is left in her, we see in the form of hard breathing and beating heart. But in a day or two, that will also disappear. Now, Krishna, you may remain happy here for your misdeed. Your misdeed is the cause of all these things. But she has managed to relieve you. She has managed to relieve you. No complaint will come against you anymore. Silently, she is passing away, keeping you safe while you remain here and enjoy your own friends. Hare Krishna, very intense. And this book doesn't have subtitles like we see in Search for Sri Krishna, etc. But if it did, it would have one here, no doubt, because there we've had Saki, the Saki, who Guru Maharaj doesn't name, explaining this to Krishna. And now another example Guru Maharaj is giving. Prahlad was requested by his father, please tell me what progress you are making in your Gurukul study. What have you learned to be the best thing in life? And Prahlad Maharaj was very honest. So what did Prahlad Maharaj answer? Well, he answered, and even some of us, all of us probably know the meaning of the verse. What is the best thing you learned in your life? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. Iti Pungsharpita Vishnu Bhaktis Chain Nava Lakshana. Prahlad answered, I think the best study is this, to hear, chant and serve, all in relation to Vishnu. That is the best utility of time for everyone in the world. Tatsaddumanye Suravarya Dehinam. This is what I consider to be the best thing I have learned. And then Guru Maharaj said, Prahlad's trouble began from here. Telling the truth. Prahlad Maharaj's trouble began from here. His father replied, Vishnu is my enemy eternally. Who has taught you that to cultivate love for him in different ways is the best understanding of human life? And then the torture began. Oh dear. Page 98. Oh dear. Oh, you know what they do in Vila Govinda? They use the phone, they take a picture and translate it in Google Translate. And they do quite well. I think his Google translator could be ChatGPT or something, but they do quite well. They just click. And the French do it, the Italians do it. All right, so then the torture began. Then, now some heavy things, but it's always the truth. Because Srila Guru Maharaj is saying, we must also be prepared for that torture. Torture will increase our enthusiasm in an indirect way. Anything may come, anything may go on. Wherever that impetus, that intense tendency to serve Krishna is to be found, there we must go. But it is nowhere. It is unknown and unknowable. And in this way, transcendental. And we use the word transcendental very easily. But it means beyond everything of this material world. And again, some Indian examples. For Aurobindo, it was the supramental plane. In fact, he was constructing the figure of Shiva, Mahadev, who belongs to that plane. But instead, we see that he has wrongly constructed the figure of something other than Mahadev. You see, I don't know that Aurobindo history, but it's an Indian thing. And maybe North India. I think Aurobindo was from the north, no? I mean northeast side. Not sure. So again, when Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that India is the best place in the world, and within India, Bengal is the best, then in Bengal, Navadip Dham is the best, the highest of all. Then Aurobindo imitated him, saying that India is the best and the world, best in the world, and Bengal is, of course, the best in India, and the Hooghly district is the best in Bengal. And then Guru Maharaj saying, then I thought, why has he selected Hooghly, eliminating Navadip? The recollection then came to me that it was the birthplace of Raj Ram Mohan Rai, the founder of the Brahmo Samaj, which is a society in India, which is not valid by Sanskrit, by Vedic and descending, like certification. It is something, trying to do something good but without a proper basis. So it was my conclusion that it was only for that reason that he had selected Hooghly to be the best. You see, now we don't know much about Aurobindo, but he was famous in that area. And you see, but imitation, he's imitated what Bhaktivinoda Thakur said. Hare Krishna. So,
I have a question.
Yes.
Please, could you shed some light on what Guru Maharaj is saying, how torture can, in an indirect way, encourage enthusiasm?
Indirect, because it's not the direct method of love, beauty, sweetness and charm, but it is, we can say, the kick from the material world. Really we are coming on the path for the attraction of the upper world. But we all know sometimes we have to be kicked out of the house. The children have to be kicked out to go and play in the playground so they get some exercise. When they get kicked out of the house, and they start to play with the other children, they are very happy. They're now joyful, but got to get out of the house, we've got to push them out a little bit. So in different ways we can see, but this world, the more that we get some torture, we hope it's not nasty things we heard in the wars, I mean really nasty things which go on today, by the way, with eyewitnesses from our devotees, inhuman things. That kind of thing we don't, obviously we'd never wish that on anybody, but still, anything nasty in this world must remind us that we must search for the world which is not nasty, and that we must take shelter of the holy name, the Vaishnavas, the Guru. These necessities, they're not just, it's good if we do these things, and now we're looking for the spiritual life, or I just do these things and I hope everything is going to be okay. In this world, whether things are okay or not okay, we need to continue to take the shelter of the holy name, the devotees, and the Guru, and the Lord. But the Lord is there, the holy name is the Lord. So indirect, we get a push from the material world. But we need it, we know we need it. But Krishna knows what each of us need. Sometimes you need a good chastisement too. But in this case, for the devotees, it's not chastisement. It is some extra help to be absolutely dependent upon the Supreme Lord. Because we need surrender, we need Sharanagati. And when there is no other shelter in this world, then we must think, yes, the Lord manifest, especially through His holy name and the devotees, that is our shelter. And hence prayer, chanting, seva, with whatever energy of our body and energy of our mind to use for the proper cause, and think, okay, well, we can be using our energy in many ways, but it's only causing difficulty. So we're going to face difficulty anyway, whatever we do. Let's face difficulty for Krishna. Come what may, I am now determined, I will take shelter of the Lord, and not in the government or the Rottweiler dog or something else like that, but we'll take shelter of the holy name. So it's indirect. The direct thing is the attraction of love of God. But you see, there are different examples here on different scales, and the Saki came to say about Radharani, well, she's not suffering by way of war and famine and things of this material world. She's in another kind of suffering, which is that separation, the beloved separation from the who is beloved. Anyway, the separation between loved ones, and the heart burning like that. But that's another category. But Guru Maharaj using these Indian examples of Aurobindo and somebody else earlier, Harishchandra. And he does have other examples. He's coming on with other examples. Also Gandhi's movement, and then, I'm not going to read more today, but he's coming on to talk about Chittaranjan Das, Raj Ram Mohan Roy, Rabindranath Tagore, other names are coming up. Vipin Pala. But you see, in the audience that he was talking to this to, it's quite likely there were Indians, Bengalis there. And he's giving some examples of those people who are famous in Bengal. Like here, if Gurudev is talking here, and he's in London and he's up with the news of what's happening in London, he probably says something about, the Prime Minister or the Mayor or this, that, and the other, something relevant that people can relate to as examples. Hare Krishna. And so tomorrow, the reading will start. So yes, anyway, so we'll continue tomorrow with more examples. But we must face difficulties in this world. So let us face difficulties for Krishna and not take shelter of, anything, the government, the National Health Service, or anything else. We know they can't help us. Or the Rottweiler. They can't help us. Hare Krishna. We saw some mean-looking dogs today. We went walking in Windsor Park. Some of them are really mean. I definitely walked around. And I'm thinking I should keep a very passive mood towards this dog, because dogs can pick up on things. And if I'm kind of really cautious about the dog, maybe he'll take advantage of his liberation lead and come on.
Some of them even make funny noises like.
I know, they can't breathe properly. Anyway, we won't go to that odd thing.
Because so many species of life, right? It's unbelievable. The amount of different species of dogs, different species of cats.
Yeah. And then they breed them for certain ways. Breed them. Anyway, we won't go there. I'm sure lots of people who've got what other people think are ugly dogs, but they're in love with the dog. Because why? The soul is wonderful. And so there's personality everywhere. And so, everything's good. We had a devotee, they had all kinds of pets. Things which normally you'd think are rodents. You don't normally think a rat is a pet, but children have rats as pets. And with completely affectionate, and they've got character, they've got their likes and dislikes. Inside the rat, there's a person, but he's got a rat body.
We know one pharmacist, and he prescribes medicine to people, and people are now starting to think they're animals, he was saying. So some people think that
they're taking the medicine and then begin to think they are an animal.
Yeah, when they talk to him, when he's prescribing the medicine, can you imagine what's going on?
Well, Mahaprabhu came with a medicine so that we can understand who we are, not a rat or a dog or a horse or a tree.
Some people think they're cats, some people think they're...
People think they're cats as well.
People think they're
It's your
cats.
friends, it's your
New
friends now,
thing.
right?
Oh, wow.
Shivanshi.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. It's Kali Yuga. But things are not new. The time of Mahaprabhu, before Mahaprabhu advented, they were spending unlimited money for the marriage of cats. So that's pretty crazy, and we don't really see that now, but I've seen people posing. First of all, they're wearing like all designer whatever, like this, and then they got this dog which has got bows in the hair and all kinds of stuff. And some devotee told me, like dogs like this, they cost thousands of dollars, and then they spend all the money. And then there's a place in California near our temple where people pose. They drive slowly in cars, which they got, fancy wheels and lights and stuff. And people walk up and down just like showing off themselves like this. And you really think that's very shallow. Very shallow.
Nothing up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if they get good association, it'll be passing. And the thing is, we can see it's a bit extreme, so we have a little laugh at it. But we're all like that in our own particular way. We've got our ego, what we look like, and so many things. And especially growing up through school in the teenage years and the young 20s like that, people are very self-conscious about their appearance and this, that, and the other. I mean, not everybody maybe. But anyway, it's our self-identity, which is a misidentity with the body and the mind, which we have to cure. When we've got something wrong, a misidentity, we need some treatment. And Mahaprabhu brought the treatment, the holy name, which will clean our heart. And we find in everybody, including the rat, including the squash-faced dog and everything else, inside there is a beautiful devotee. Underneath, layers and layers of dust. So even, I mean, everything can benefit. The dogs and the rats and everything else can benefit by chanting the holy name of the Lord. So be merciful to others and chant the name loudly. This is also in our songs. Okay, I've sung, you've sung, you've sung, you've sung. You have not sung. Okay, time for Hari Hari Nama Krishna. Jai Shri Devotion Treasure Chest ki Jai, Jai Shri Guru Maharaj ki Jai.
Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana.
Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana.
Giridhari Gopinath Madara Mohana.
Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohana.
Shri
Nitai Gaur Premanandi.
Hari Hari Bo.
Jai Sa Parikara Shri Shri Guru Puranga Sundar Radha Giridhari Ju ki
Jai.
Jai. Jai Shila Guru Dev ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Shila Guru Maharaj ki
Jai.
Rupa Shila Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga ki Jai. Nama Charcha Shri Haridas Thakur ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Acharya Nanda ki
Jai.
Jai. All the assembled devotees ki
Jai.
Jai. Jai. Devotional treasure chest ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai. Srila Bhakti Ranjan Madhusudan Maharaj ki
Hare
Jai.
Krishna.
Jai. Lochana Thakur ki
Jai.
Harinam Sankirtan ki
Jai.